Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, where we uncover the hidden stories in corporate filings. Today we're getting an early look at Brilliant Earth Group's financial results. And let's just say the 5th of November brought some news, though maybe not the kind that makes you jump for joy. So what are we looking at here? It is a current report, basically a snapshot of what is happening right now with Brilliant Earth Group Incorporated. This isn't a deep dive into their yearly performance like a 10K, but more of an update on their recent financial condition. Think of it as a quick checkup on their health. This form, the 8K, is used by companies to announce major events that shareholders should know about right away. Usually these are things like mergers, acquisitions, bankruptcy, or significant changes in leadership. In this case, the big news is all about their latest financial results. The report is dated the 5th of November 2025, and that is also the earliest date for the events they're reporting. So on this day, Brilliant Earth Group Incorporated was telling the world how they did for the 3 and 9 months that ended on the 30th of September of 2025. It is good to know they're incorporated in Delaware, which is a common place for companies in the United States to set up shop because of its business-friendly laws. Also, we see their commission file number and their employer identification number, which are just standard identifiers for them. And if you ever needed to call them, well, they provide a toll-free number here. But let's be honest, we're not calling them, we're digging into their numbers. Their stock, class of common stock, trades under the ticker symbol BROLT on the Nasdaq Global Market. This is important because it tells us where to track their performance in the stock market. Brilliant Earth Group Incorporated is an emerging growth company. This means they're relatively new and have certain regulatory advantages, like being able to delay following new accounting rules for a bit longer. This is a common status for newer publicly traded companies. Now, let's get to the core of this report, which is item 2.02, focusing on their results of operations and financial condition. This is where we see how they're actually doing. The main event here is a press release they put out on the 5th of November. This press release details their financial results for the third quarter and the first 9 months of 2025, ending the 30th of September. This is the meat and potatoes of what we're here to decode. And to round things out, item 9.01 tells us about the exhibits included with the filing. The key exhibit is exhibit 99.1, which is that very press release we've been talking about. This is what contains the actual financial data we need to analyze. Okay, so we've got the shell of the filing. Now let's dig into that press release, exhibit 99.1, to see what Brilliant Earth Group Incorporated is actually reporting. Everything found here is provided for context and isn't officially filed in the same way as other parts of SEC documents for liability purposes, but it still tells us what the company wants us to know. Let's imagine we've opened up that press release. What really matters here are the numbers. We're looking for how much money they made, how much it cost them to make it, and what their profit or loss looks like. For a company like Brilliant Earth Group Incorporated, which sells jewelry, especially engagement rings, we'd want to see trends in sales, particularly online versus in-store, if they have physical locations, and how efficiently they're managing their inventory and operations. Investors would be scrutinizing their revenue growth or lack thereof, their cost of goods sold, and their operating expenses. Any significant changes in these areas would tell a story about their market position and their ability to attract and retain customers. Especially in a competitive market, we're also interested in their net income or net loss, which is the bottom line. Is the company making money or is it bleeding cash? This is crucial for understanding its long-term viability. Now, looking at the broader picture for Brilliant Earth Group Incorporated, the luxury jewelry market can be quite sensitive to economic conditions. When people feel uncertain about the economy, they tend to postpone big purchases like diamond rings. So, seeing how Brilliant Earth Group Incorporated is performing in this economic climate is key. Are they seeing a strong demand for their products, or are customers holding back? Their strategy often involves a focus on ethically sourced diamonds and a significant online presence. So we'd want to see if that strategy is resonating with consumers and driving sales growth. If their revenues are flat or declining, it might suggest they're struggling to gain market share, or that their target market is shrinking or facing economic pressure. Conversely, if they're showing growth, it would indicate their business model and product offerings are appealing to customers. So, based on this filing, my take is that Brilliant Earth Group Incorporated has provided an update on their recent financial performance. While the exact numbers aren't directly presented in this 8K summary, the filing points to a press release which would contain the critical financial details. The fact that this is a standard 8K filing for financial results suggests they are communicating important performance indicators to the public. In the jewelry industry, especially for a company focused on online sales and ethical sourcing, consistent revenue growth and profitability are paramount. We would need to see those specific numbers to truly assess their direction. Are they capturing more market share, or are economic headwinds making sales tough? The key risk for them, as with many consumer discretionary companies, is the broader economic environment and consumer confidence. An opportunity lies in their established brand and online platform, if they can continue to innovate and connect with their target demographic who value ethical sourcing. Overall, without the specific figures from the press release, it is hard to offer a definitive conclusion on their financial strength. But this filing serves as the signal that their performance updates are out for investors to review. Alright, that is our quick decode of this Brilliant Earth Group Incorporated filing. What is your take on these insights and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out. And subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance. And don't forget to check out our Discord community, linked in the description for more discussions and exclusive content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.